Tuesday, July 14th. If you would, please stand. Join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much for coming before us this evening. The first item on the agenda is the public forum, that opportunity for those in our council chambers to come before council and speak to anything that may be on your mind. Save those items that need to be reserved for a hearing. Is there anyone this evening that would like to come before us? Seeing none, council would go ahead and move along to item 3 on our agenda, which is the approval of the agenda itself. And I would entertain a motion to approve as submitted unless there are changes requested.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Braid, second by Councilmember Hellier to approve the agenda as submitted. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. Bringing us to item 4 on the agenda, which is the meeting minutes, and that is we're looking to approve the meeting minutes of June 23rd, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Lake, second by Councilmember Churchill. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. Bringing us to the consent agenda this evening, which I will go ahead and turn over to City Manager Waddell to both introduce the consent agenda as well as those items before us. Manager Waddell.
Thank you, Mayor and council members and members of the audience. So the consent agenda is for those items that are considered routine or non-controversial. They're placed all together on the consent agenda. So unless the mayor or a council member asks for an item to be removed for separate consideration, they're all approved under a single motion, second, and a vote. If an item were to be removed from tonight's consent agenda, it would be placed under item 10 on the agenda. So tonight we have the following items on consent: approval of the claims listing, a resolution receiving quotes and awarding a contract for lighting updates at the library, a resolution approving a work order for architectural services for the Fire Station 2 remodel project, a resolution receiving quotes and awarding a contract for SCADA fiber installation, approval of the May 2026 Treasurers Report, resolution approving a combined preliminary and final plat and development agreement for House Edition, and finally, a resolution approving an amendment to the development agreement for Ridgewood Court.
Thank you so much, Manager Waddell. Councilor, are there any items that you would ask be removed from the consent agenda and taken up under item 10? If not, I would look for a motion to approve the consent agenda as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Braden, second by Councilmember Hellier to approve the consent agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and that motion carries. Council, that brings us to item 11 this evening, which is our council member liaison updates. And to kick us off, I look down to Councilmember Ethan Hellier. Councilmember Hellier.
Thank you, Mayor. Members of the council, on June 23rd to the 25th, I and Mayor Briggs attended the League of Minnesota Cities annual meeting. On the 4th of July, I had the privilege of judging on the boat parade, and just want to say thank you to all the participants in the boat parade. There was a lot of really good submissions this year, and congratulations to the first place winner of the Jaws boat. Very impressive. Planning Commission on the 6th, and then agenda review yesterday, and that's it.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Hellier. Councilmember Lake.
Thank you, mayors, councilors. With enjoying a lot of the festivities with my family this holiday, which was a great time here in Prior Lake. I had 2 things on my items to report. Yesterday, I attended the EDA meeting, and then on the 10th, I attended my agenda review, and that concludes my report.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Lake. Councilmember Churchill.
Thank you, Mayor. I also had a family-forward 4th of July, and on the 10th, I had my agenda review, and I attended both days of Music Fest, and it was a lot of fun.
Outstanding. Thank you. Councilmember Braid.
Mayor, members of the council, also celebrated the 250 years on the 4th of July. I'd like to say thank you to the Prior Lake Association and all the supporters and donors for what a great event on the 4th and also the fireworks on the 5th. Celebrated Music Fest. I want to like to say thank you to the Rotary Club for their tireless dedication to that great event, and thank you to city staff and our PD for their efforts to keep things running smooth and safe. And then on 7/13 at EDA, and also my agenda review.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Braid. For my report, want to comment on a wonderful opportunity that Chief Duggan made available to ourselves, to Manager Waddell and I, which was to visit the Minnetonka Police Department and look at their drone first response program. That was very enlightening. Manager Waddell and I had a wonderful meeting with the Shakopee Metachwakan Sioux community on the 8th of July. I would like to also comment on Lakefront Music Fest, as council members have shared previous, to all the great work the Rotary Club did. I also want to thank the Rotary Club for their generous, magnanimous gift of $200,000 to the city of Prior Lake for us to make some improvements in our lakefront parks. So Rotary Club, indeed, you host a wonderful event, and it brings so much benefit to our community, and I want to thank you for that. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and look to Manager Waddell to see if he has any comments for his update.
Thank you, Mayor. Just one item of note for the community. The Planning Commission meeting for July 20th has been canceled due to a lack of business items for that meeting.
With that, council, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Braid, second by Councilmember Lake to adjourn the meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that motion carries. Meeting is adjourned at 7:06.